Have you noticed how many people earning good money still feel quietly stressed about it? Not broke, not struggling to survive, just tense. They pay their bills, they save something, and yet money always feels tighter than it should. That discomfort isn't accidental, and it isn't because you're bad with money. It's because most financial advice was never designed for people like you. Let's walk through a familiar situation. You're in your late 20s or 30s. You earn, say, $75,000 a year in the US or 55,000 euros in Europe. On paper, that's decent money. After tax, your take-home might be around $4,200 a month, or roughly 3,200 euros. Now real life shows up. Rent or mortgage takes $1,400. Car payment or public transport, another $450. Insurance, utilities, phone, internet, $400. Student loans or credit cards, $350. Before food, before enjoying life, before saving, you're already down to about $1,600. Groceries, occasional eating out, clothes, subscriptions, birthdays, short trips, life happens. At the end of the month, maybe $300 remains, if nothing unexpected shows up. This is where most financial advice starts failing you, because the advice usually says, just budget better, cut expenses, save 20%, invest early. All technically correct, and completely disconnected from how middle-income life actually works. The real problem isn't spending too much. It's what your money is committed to before you ever touch it. Most people who earn decent money lock themselves into fixed lifestyle costs that feel reasonable in isolation but suffocating together. A slightly nicer apartment, a reliable but newer car. Monthly payments spread so thin they barely feel painful until you add them up. That extra $300 on rent doesn't feel dangerous. The $150 more on the car seems manageable. Another $120 for convenience subscriptions feels harmless, but together they quietly erase your margin. And margin, not income, is what creates peace. Let's do very simple math. If you commit an extra $500 per month to lifestyle upgrades, that's $6,000 per year. Invested at a modest 6% over 30 years, that $500 monthly habit costs roughly $500,000. Not because you were reckless, but because you normalized comfort before flexibility. No financial guru tells you this part clearly because it doesn't sound exciting. Here's the psychological trap. As income rises, people don't ask, does this improve my long-term freedom? They ask, can I afford the monthly payment? This shifts your entire financial logic from ownership to obligation. You stop thinking in totals. You stop thinking in years. You think in months. And monthly thinking makes almost everything feel affordable. The long-term impact isn't poverty. It's something quieter. You delay investing seriously. You stay dependent on your paycheck longer than planned. You feel anxious about job changes. You hesitate to take risks that actually improve your life. You're financially stable, but mentally constrained, and that's exhausting. Now here's what financially intelligent people do differently. Not richer people, not extreme savers, just people who think one layer deeper. They treat fixed costs as permanent decisions, not temporary ones. They protect flexibility more than appearance. They understand that money isn't for upgrading life now, it's for buying options later. They don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, what does this quietly cost me over 10 years? That question changes everything. This isn't about guilt. It's not about cutting joy or living small. It's about recognizing that earning decent money puts you in a dangerous middle zone. You earn too much to feel urgency, too little to absorb silent mistakes. And most financial advice ignores that reality. If this made you pause, even slightly, that's the point. Not to change everything, just to see your money more clearly. If you enjoy calm, realistic conversations about money like this, consider subscribing. Not for motivation, just for clarity.